them of in the first place?
There's a threat.
That there's a threat. What if there really isn't that much of a threat? But if you can work it up, right? If you can hype it up, you can get them to desire your product. So in my mind, there is a certain sort of item, service, product that, I'm not saying it's across the board, but I think there are categories of this in which, in order to get this thing sold, you have to convince someone that they need it or else. See what I'm saying? So how might college do this? Because the one thing college is doing is it's being sold for a pretty hefty price. What might you have to convince parents of about a college education?
That's worth the risk that someone can run in and gun down some students.
Yes. Okay. That's coming around, isn't it? But seriously, what do you have if your kid doesn't get a college education?
They're gonna live like a
Boom, no job, right? Whereas if you do a Google search for the top 100 CEOs, you might be surprised that 50% of them never went to college. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs being two of the more famous. And a majority of them that did go to college saying it did nothing to me but teach me how to think in the box. So I don't want to downplay college, but I do want to ask us. It reminds me of a line in Shakespeare's Love, Labor, and Lost, where someone is arguing against reading, and he just has all these reasons why you shouldn't read, and then someone on the side saying, "Oh, how well he's read to argue against reading." Yes, indeed, right. But seriously, I mean, how many products out there are we being convinced we need? Because if we don't have them, it's a fear thing. What is a huge product line here for this? Well,